Hey folks, this is Jim. Want to do a video I think is pretty important. Let me open by saying this is not medical advice or advice of any kind. You and you alone are responsible for your health and well-being and the professional advice that you seek out for you and your family. This is in no way medical or advice of any kind. Medical advice or advice of any kind. That is my disclaimer. Okay, let's open. The French health minister has come out and said that they think NSAIDs may be complicating this virus, this particular virus, the coronavirus. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, you've all probably been exposed to them or taken them at some time. Those include aspirin, ibuprofen, naproxen. Two that you may really know, Advil and Motrin, right? So there may be a correlation there. And if you really think about it, let's consider this. When we're young, we don't take these NSAIDs. But as we age and we start getting arthritic, in many cases, people tend to all of a sudden start taking NSAIDs on a regular, continuing, ongoing basis, whether that be for headaches, arthritis, particular injury, or a nagging joint. So people may be taking non-steroidal anti-inflammatories daily, right? I myself do not allow them in my body, not since I did my research on them when they came out, and I don't take them, period. And just don't allow them in my body. I don't want them there, not after the research I've done. So that was really interesting. Now, that there was possibly a correlation to complications with this virus and the fact that the people were all on steroids, or NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. Sorry, apologize. So, and if you're on steroids, that's a whole different gamut. So again, I'm not your doctor. I'm not giving you advice of any kind. Consult your own physician, please. So that was really interesting, and I thought this was very important to get out now. Now, I don't know what you're going to do if you're taking these every day, because maybe not taking them could cause complications if you've been addicted to these for a long time. I don't know. Consult your physician and find out. However, this was the French health minister that put that forth. So did the head of pharmacology in France, came out, reiterated this, as well as some more information. I'm going to refer you to Dr. John Campbell's channel again. And the title of the video is Important French Announcement. Okay? Now, they also said take, for a fever, they said take acetaminophen and Tylenol. Now, I personally don't take those either, because I believe when my immune system is charged and fighting, that's why I have a fever, because all this has taken place. So for me, it's natural and good. That's a sign that my immune system is kicked in. And I also believe that trying to tamper a moderate fever, modest fever, okay, not a heavy fever that's dangerous, but just a light fever. I personally don't take any medications for that. But they were saying acetaminophen and Tylenol, that's what they were recommending. However, I and Dr. Campbell, neither one of us agree with that, if your fever is not dangerous. And again, this isn't medical advice. Seek out and talk to your own physician. But I don't take these drugs because they mess with the hypothalamus, which is trying to correlate this whole dance between our immune response to infection. And if we dampen the fever, then our hypothalamus, which is regulating part of the dance, it's starting to get messed up because we're chemically dropping that fever, and the hypothalamus is reading that fever, okay? So, you know, that's why I just let my body do its thing. I drink water and push fluids. I used to be ginger ale long ago, but now I don't like the sugar, so I don't even push ginger ale now. Now I push fluids. But then again, I don't get sick, knock on wood, because of my lifestyle. But you know, I could contract this illness, but I'm grateful that I already don't take NSAIDs. And look at the correlation. As age goes up, more people take non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, don't they? So is that a correlation to where the disease or this virus gets more complicated and creates more complications? Now, that isn't from me, that's from the French foreign minister. However, my instincts have always told me never take that crap. And after I did my research, I will never let NSAIDs in my body, ever, for any reason. You know what I mean? So, and that's my personal feelings on NSAIDs. You won't see them in my house, and I don't take them. You know what I mean? So anyway, I have always wanted my immune system to take over and fight viruses. I don't want to rely on anything else. So I just want to also put that out there too, in case somebody thinks of reaching for these NSAIDs in a time where you might contract the virus, get sick, get a fever, and then take the NSAID to try and combat the fever or something like that, right? Or the aches and pains or whatever. According to the French health minister, that might not be a good idea during this time. So again, consult your physicians, have this open discussion with them, say, hey, this is what the French health minister said, and there might be a correlation with regards to this illness and other illnesses. So what do you think? Have that consult with your physician. That's my advice. That's the only advice I'll give you here. Consult your physician. But anyway, I agree with that finding, and I see a direct correlation, and it could be that some of the younger people that are having complications are on NSAIDs, and now they're just finally figuring that out. I don't know. None of this is totally confirmed through an extensive study to definitely tie the correlation and cause and effect together. So I just wanted to put that out there again. Go watch Dr. John Campbell, important French announcement from the French health minister. That's on Dr. John Campbell's channel. So anyway, hope you're all doing well, and I thought this was very important information to get out there during this time. We need all the possibilities and positives we can get, right, during this time, since it seems to be affecting people my age, and pretty badly in many cases. And maybe this is one explanation why it's affecting certain people and not affecting others. Who knows? Hey, but I think the correlation's there myself. Jim out.